Hey you guys, so it is Sunday and I'm going to meal prep with you for the week. I'm going to make chia seed pudding for breakfast for all week, and then I'm gonna make avocado egg salad sandwiches for the whole week for lunch. And then dinner, I always usually have to switch it up. I can't eat the same thing every night because I'll get really bored. But for dinner tonight at least, I am going to make quesadillas. So first things first, I'm gonna show y'all everything that I got, and then yeah, I'm just gonna prep everything with you, but I am going to make the chicken first because it needs to sit for an hour. So I'm gonna prep the chicken with you, and then I'll go back to breakfast, lunch, etc. So yeah, let me show you guys everything that I got. So first of all, I wanna start off by saying these items right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, these 7 items right here are from Sprouts, and it was the same cost of everything that I got. It was actually more than everything that I got here at the local farmer's market. So that's disgusting. And I didn't need to get these here. I didn't need to get any of this here, but I did because it was like 5 minutes from me. So I was just saying, trying to save time, but like I did not need to get Dijon mustard and mayo there. I didn't need to get this here, but they didn't have any ripe avocados at the farmer's market, so I ended up going there to get ripe ones. I didn't need to get Greek yogurt there, or celery, or the meat. Like normally I get my meat from the local butcher shop and it literally would have been a fraction of the price. Like this whole thing, I think this is only, how much is this? $12.34 for 1.5 pounds of meat. I can get like quadruple this at the local farmer's market also, or the local butcher's market. So yeah, that's disgusting. But so the Greek yogurt is going to be for the egg salad, the mayo, the Dijon mustard, the avocado, the celery, and then the dill, I got dill somewhere, the dill, the green onion is all going to be for the avocado egg salad. And the eggs, obviously I gotta boil those. I'm gonna make my own bread. So I got this. I always use this bread for my bread. I make all different types of bread, but I'm gonna try this new recipe from TikTok. So majority of this is for lunch. And then I just needed to like re-up on things. This will be for my chia seed pudding for toppings. Same with the strawberries and the bananas. These are the chia seeds. I needed to re-up on those. Little bit goes a long way with this. So a lot of this I just had to like re-up on, and coconut flakes. And then I got some plums because those were on sale. Tomato, that's going to be for my sandwiches. The tortillas are obviously going to be for my enchiladas. And then I had to up on cumin and garlic powder. So it's crazy because if you take out these things, like these 3 things right here, and this that I would like normally would have in stock that I just needed to re-up on, all of this would have been like literally under $40, which is insane. So that's absolutely crazy. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is start with the chicken, and we're gonna start with the chicken and get that in the fridge to marinate, and then like I said, I'll go back to breakfast. Okay, so because I have a few hours till dinner and I want my chicken to marinate for my quesadillas, I'm going to do that first and then just throw it in the fridge because it's only 4 right now, so I'll probably not eat for a couple hours because I just ate. I'm gonna let my chicken marinate while I do everything else, prep everything else. So first things first, I'm gonna add 2 big spoons of mayo. If this grosses you out, I don't give a fuck. Like get off here. This is another page for you. So I'm gonna do 2 big spoonfuls. I just made a freaking mess. Then I'm gonna do a whole lime. So I had a lime here. I'm gonna do an entire lime. I really need to get new pans. I need a new skillet. I need new cutting boards, knives. Like I need new everything. I need new everything, to be honest. So I'm gonna add a whole lime of the juice. What's wrong, Gucci? You wanna go outside? And I'm gonna mix all this up with a hand mixer because you could just do this right into a Ninja. I don't have one anymore. but you could. That would be easier. Okay, then I'm gonna add some garlic powder. This is all new, so I think I have to take all the, yeah, I just took all the toppings off of this, which I should have done. But that's all right. So I'm gonna add some garlic powder. You don't even measure this. Like, when you're cooking, you just gotta cook from, oh, that was a lot. You just gotta cook from the soul. You know, like, cooking is a form of meditation for me. And even when I'm following recipes, like, I just do what I want when it comes to my feelings. However I feel, that's what I'm gonna do. Add a little bit of cumin. Okay, come on. A little bit of cumin. Figure it out. It's like so full, so it's harder to. Cumin's dense. It's a little bit harder to get. There we go. See, you know, it's fine. And then I'm gonna add some black pepper and some oregano. I know I have oregano. Yeah, here we go. My cats are gonna be loud because it's bird hour. Add some oregano. Oh no, this is almost gone. I should have got more. And then some black pepper. Don't be skimpy on your seasonings. Like, season that shit. It's bird hour, so Gucci's like excited out the window. Okay. Then I'm gonna add some, I need to clean this off. Then I'm gonna add some chicken bouillon. You're supposed to add tomato bouillon, but I don't have any, so we're using chicken. So again, like, when you're cooking, you do what you want. You know, you do what feels right, and you don't worry about what anyone says. So I've got some chicken bouillon. I'm not even going to, like, measure this. Doing what I want again. Probably gonna put maybe more of that. Probably gonna put a good amount. Alright. I'm gonna add a splash of olive oil. More than a splash. I'm gonna add like, that feels right. Whatever feels right. You just do what you want. I'm gonna keep saying it. You do what you want. Don't overthink it. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of water. Spring water, not fluoride water. If you know, you know. Just a little bit to help it mix up. And then, like I said, I'm gonna use a hand mixer to mix all of this because I don't have a Ninja, but a Ninja would be perfect to mix all of this. We'll use that to mix the chicken back in. All right, I'm gonna go with my hand mixer. Get all that, scrape all that off the sides. You wanna make sure you get everything in there. Just scrape all that off the sides. That's like a little thin. Like, I'm gonna add a little bit more mayo because I probably added too much water. So I'm gonna just add a little bit more mayo, just a little thicker. Because you want it to marinate the chicken. You don't want it to be too liquidy. Mix that up. Period. All right. That smells good. That smells good. So, I'm gonna open up my chicken. I'm using chicken thighs. I wanted to get more than this, but like I said, this was way too expensive, so I need to wait till I go back to my butcher shop because you can get way more meat, and I have like pounds and pounds of frozen hamburger meat, so maybe I'll do like cheeseburgers or like something else. I'll do something else with that meat. So I'm gonna put this in there. I'm gonna get the original spoon I used. I don't need to get a new spoon every time. I'm gonna put this in there, and I'll show you guys what this looks like before I pop it in the fridge. Don't worry. Oh, this smells so good. Delicioso. I'm not Mexican, by the way. Everyone thinks I'm Mexican. I just be saying shit that makes me sound Mexican. Okay. Yum, yum, yum. See, I wish I had more chicken, because, like, I could easily fit a whole extra pound in there. But it's fine. So we're going to mix this up really well. I'll show you what it looks like. And then I'm going to pop this in the fridge. You want this to sit at least an hour, but I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to let it sit more because I probably won't be ready for dinner for a couple hours. And the longer the better. So we just want this to soak this all up. That smells good. Here, I'll show you guys what it looks like first. Alright, this is what it looks like. Got my chicken in there. Everything's slathered well. I mixed it up really, really good. So, just gonna cover everything. And then, yeah, we're gonna pop that in the fridge. Alright. Goodbye. I'll see you in a couple of hours. For breakfast this week, I'm gonna eat chia seed pudding. And this is so easy and it's really good for you. So, and this will actually fill me up. Like, I need to eat big, but it still feels like a light meal. You know, in the morning, sometimes you just can't eat all that extra stuff. So I'm gonna be, all this is milk and chia seeds. So I'm gonna use this raw milk from Sprouts. Normally I make my own milk. If you guys don't know, plant-based milk is really, really bad, like the ones you buy from the store. So usually I make my own almond milk with my juicer, but I was way too lazy and this happened to be on sale. So I am using this raw milk, and all you're gonna do is about a cup of this, and I've got my mason jars. So here, let me show you better. So I'm gonna add about a cup of milk. Whoops, just spilled. And the chia seeds expand and soak up all this milk. So like this 1 cup is a lot. Oh wait, I don't have a lid for this, so I'm gonna use it. Oh my god, this is leaking. Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, I'm wasting. Oh my god, I'm not rich. Ah! What a mood killer. That sucks. Damn it. Okay, well, that's so frustrating because it's literally getting everywhere. Alright, well, let's try that again. Let me rinse these off, or dry these off. What a mess. That mason jar is broken. That's the only thing about, I've never had that happen, but I guess that's like, I guess that's the risk you take when you use glass. So let me clean all this off. Wow, what a waste. I hate wasting. Like, if anyone knows me, I don't care if I'm ever a millionaire. I cannot stand wasting freaking groceries. Like, we're in a recession, people. Like, get real. Let's try this again. Let me get a different, see, this sucks because now I'm only gonna be able to make 2 because I don't have any more lids for this size that you guys see me using. I really need to get more mason jars. I give them away, like, I give a lot of mason jars away, so, oh well, they're not the same size, but it's fine. I'm gonna do about a cup. I need more in there because I know it's not a cup, but I'm just guessing. And then, let's close this before I spill more. So the last thing I need is to spill it again. Oh my god, I need to clean my fridge out. Oh, now I have the hiccups. And then I'm gonna do a 1/4 cup of chia seeds in each of these. Okay, so this is what chia seeds look like if you don't know. They're like teeny tiny little seeds, but when you put them in liquid, it'll absorb all of it. So this will turn into a pudding, like all of this is gonna thicken. So I'm putting a 1/4 cup in there, in each of them, and that's it. And I'll probably get about like 4 servings, like 2 out of each of these. And that's it, so you put those in there. seeds everywhere, but it's fine. I'm cleaning after this, so everybody don't judge me. I'm just literally throwing shit on the floor. But it's fine. Then you're gonna mix this up really well. Mix, 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 because you don't want it to sit at the top. But yeah, when you put it in the fridge, it's going to thicken. And these chia seeds will puff up. So you're gonna get a pudding out of it. So I'm gonna mix these really well. Oh my god, there's still milk everywhere. Like, where is this coming from? Make sure they're all in the liquid. And that's it. So you put these in the fridge, and then in the morning, I'll show you guys how I do the rest of this, because what I do is add honey for sweetener, and then you can add whatever toppings you want. So I like to do fruits, nuts, I've got coconut flakes. You can add as much to it as you want. So this is awesome. This is really good for you. It's gonna be jam-packed with nutrients and protein. So yeah, we'll put these in the fridge overnight. So for the egg and avocado salad sandwiches, I need about 8 boiled eggs. So I'm gonna put all my eggs in here. Always put your eggs in first and then add the water, because then you won't have any accidents of like cracking the eggs when you drop them in there. So I like eggs, so like if you like eggs, you can do more than that. Sometimes I'll just do the whole case of eggs, but we're gonna do 8. I'm gonna get those on the stove and get those boiling. To get the best boiled eggs, what you're gonna do is put this on, let this get to a boil, and then you're gonna cover it with the lid, reduce the heat to like medium, and then put a timer on for 11 minutes, and then as soon as the timer goes off, rinse it in cold water and peel them right away. And that's going to get the shell to come off super, super easily. So we're gonna let this get to a boil, and then in the meantime, I'm gonna make the bread. I wanna home make my own bread. So I love making homemade bread. It's so much better for you, and it doesn't have all the really bad stuff in it that we put in all of our stuff that you get at the grocery store. But I've never made sandwich bread like this in a loaf. So I'm gonna use a 9x5 loaf like this. And this is a recipe that I got on TikTok, so I've never tried this, but we're just gonna find out. And I'm gonna cut the recipe in half, so this is just gonna make 1 loaf, because this recipe is for 2 loaf pans. So I'm just gonna do 1. But it says 2 cups of warm water, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of active dry yeast, 1.5 tablespoons of salt, 1/4 cup of vegetable oil, and 6 cups of bread flour. So cut all that in half. And I just realized I don't have sugar. I don't keep sugar on hand, so I don't know why I didn't think to get that, because I knew that. But we're gonna try without, and hopefully it still works the same. So yeah, let's get started. We're gonna start with the water, sugar, and yeast. And I'll show you guys everything that I use. So I'm using this bread flour. I'm using this for my activated dry yeast. This is not the same as nutritional yeast, so don't get it confused. This won't focus, but there we go. Vegetable oil, salt, and yeah, I don't have sugar. So let's find out what happens. Alright, so 1 cup of warm water, and then 1.5 tablespoons of the dry yeast. This is 1/2 tablespoon, so I'm gonna do 3 of these. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm gonna mix this up, and then this says to set aside for 5 minutes after I mix it. So I'm gonna whisk this up really, really good. Okay, I think it's mixed. So I'll set that away for 5 minutes. There's recipes on the back of this too that you can always try. I've never done any of this, but some of these are so easy, you guys. Like, it's so easy to make your own bread at home. And I know that there's even a machine on Amazon where like you don't even have to do any of this mixing. Like, you just put ingredients in there and it just makes it for you. Like, it's pretty incredible. But making your own bread is really easy, and it doesn't have all that extra shit in it. And how the heck did I crack 2 eggs? Not 1, but 2. And I put an extra one in there to replace that one. And I must have cracked that too when I dropped it in. Oh my god, you guys, I put way too much yeast because I forgot I'm cutting this in half. So why did I put a whole tablespoon and a half of yeast when I only needed half of that. We're going with it. We're just going with it. All right, so I just added the salt, but I didn't show you because it's one of these twist offs and I can't do that. I can't do all this with one hand. So I added the salts, and then it says to add the oil and stir. So I'm doing an eighth, not a fourth, an eighth, because I remembered half. And then we stir that up. And I don't know the science of sugar, so like I just really hope me not adding sugar and then me accidentally putting double the amount of yeast isn't gonna mess this whole thing up, because again, I hate waste. So it smells like bread though, like it smells good. So mix this up, and then you just add 1 cup at a time. So instead of 6 cups of flour, we're adding 3. So you add 1 cup at a time. So here's 1. We're gonna mix. I guess I like could stand my camera up. I don't know why I'm holding the camera. Let me do that. Okay, period. Think smarter, not harder. All right, we're gonna mix this up. And I do know, because I'm not a bread rookie, I do know you have to mix this really, really well before you add the next cups. And some people that are new to bread, like once you start getting to that last couple cups, like say I was making a full 6 cups, I do know when you get to that last one or two cups, people think it's like way too much bread, but it's not. Like you just gotta go with it. All right, that's pretty good. So let's add another cup. Oh, there's the eggs. The eggs are done, so I'm gonna have to pause. I'm not gonna add this yet. Let me deal with the eggs. Cold water over the eggs. Pull these bad boys off. There we go. All right, I'm gonna let these sit, finish the bread real quick. Once I pop the bread in the oven, I'll come back to this so we can finish the avocado egg salad sandwich. Oh, this is still hot. What the heck? I should have just got a bucket of ice water. Okay, back to you, baby. Oh, no wonder. I was zoomed way in, I was wondering. All right, back to you, baby. Let's add another cup of flour. Mix this in. Again, it's gonna be thick, y'all. Like, I do know that about any type of bread you're making. Everyone's like, thinks they can't get one more, but no, you can. You gotta get it in there. And on that last cup, I'm gonna get my hands in there and give it a little bit of love. I like to speak to my bread, all my food, but you're not gonna wanna use a whisk to mix this up. Like once you get that last cup. See, once you're here, people are gonna think this is like enough, but it's not. So I'm gonna get my hands in there. All right, so we're gonna need this for 5 minutes. I set a timer. And like I said, just have fun with this. Like, this is fun. I mean, for me, this is fun. You want all this in there. At my last place where I lived, I wasn't able to do this type of stuff because I had no counter space. And so I just love my new home because I can actually like cook. Cooking is a love language of mine. There's literally nothing like cooking. I love giving food to people. I love baking for people. You guys know I love juicing. I just love being in the kitchen. I always used to love watching my mom cook when I was little. And I think cooking is just so much better for you. Even if you don't eat super clean, like cooking your own meals is so much better for you, like energetically. I notice when I'm eating out a lot, it just brings me down because I do believe it's an energy exchange. As with anything, it's like, you know, what are those people thinking while they cook your food? Like when we're eating out all the time, then there's nothing wrong with that. I love to eat out too. But it's like when you're doing it all the time, it will drain you because it's like we just don't know who's cooking our food. Are they tired? Are they going through something? And all of that is transferred into the food that we eat. So cooking is so much more than just cooking, you know? It's really an experience. Like, it's a form of meditation for me. and I love it. I love it. Like, I can't wait to be able to cook with my kids one day. And I think people make it harder than it is because they just overthink it. But the more you get comfortable with being in the kitchen, the better it gets, because it's like you just have to get comfortable with it, you know? And even earlier, like, you guys saw me just like winging shit. See how this is starting to dough up? Look at the difference as it's soaking up all the rest of that flour. And y'all thought it was too much flour, didn't you? And get all this off the ground. So yeah, speak love to your food. I never cook when I'm in a bad mood, or sometimes I'm in a bad mood and I'll start cooking. And just me cooking will put me in a better mood. Like, I really feel like I am connected to myself and connected to my family. And it's just, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it really is like a form of meditation for me. I love it so much. Look at that, you guys. It's coming together beautiful. I just freaking love bread. I use a lot of yeast, so we know that shit's gonna rise to the heavens. Okay. So, after we knead this for about 5 minutes too, you guys, you want to place this dough in an oiled bowl and turn it, like, to coat it. And then you want to cover and let it double in size for about an hour. Then after you let it sit for about an hour, we want to punch it down, and we want to knead for another 3 minutes. And then we put it in the loaf and cook it. So this is going to sit for an hour as well, which is fine because I'm not making these, like, these are for the week, you know. I'm not making my lunch today, obviously. I'm just making you guys dinner. So once I do this bread, we'll finish the avocado egg salad. But we want this to sit for an hour to rise. But look at how beautiful. Yes! My beautiful bread. And it's so much better. Like, if you guys look at the back of the ingredients on all of the stuff that we get at the store, it's just so many unnecessary ingredients. So yeah, it's just so much better for you. Oh, look at that. I love it. I'm so happy with this. Oh, that's my timer. So that was already 5 minutes. See, so it's really not that long. It will feel long at first, but it's really not. All right, so we're gonna get this into a ball. And then, like I said, I'm gonna put it in an oiled bowl. I'll show you guys that next. Okay, this is the same bowl I used to mix it in. I just washed it out. I'm gonna put some oil in there. And just gonna turn to coat it. Just coat it real good. All right, back to our eggs. We're gonna peel all these. Hopefully these peel okay. Let's see how we did. Oh, not bad, not bad. Oh, could be better. Could definitely be better. Oh my God, here, I'll show you guys. Okay, could definitely be better, but it's fine. So we're gonna peel all these out. There we go. There we go. Once you get your little once you get in the mojo of it, there we go. Boom. Okay, okay, okay. That's a clean towel, by the way, so don't worry about that. All right, I got those all peeled. I'm gonna dice my eggs up and add them to the bowl. Okay, I got all those eggs diced. I'm gonna use the same pot that I boiled, the eggs in to mix everything together because I'm out of bowls. They're on the dishwasher. And I'm just gonna let y'all know now, if you came here for like that really super cute, aesthetically pleasing girl, that's not me, okay? I don't have money to blow on these fancy things. I don't give a shit, okay? We're cooking. That's what we're doing. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in there, and then we're going to add the rest. Let me put my camera down. So we're gonna add a 1/3 cup of mayo, and we're gonna add a 1/3 cup of Greek yogurt. Scrape all that out, because we do not waste. Add a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I'm not measuring this. A tablespoon is a tablespoon. And it's fine if you go over. And then I'm gonna add a whole lemon. I'm gonna do an entire lemon zest and the juice. All right, we're gonna do a whole lemon of juice, like so. 1/2, here's another half. Okay. And we're gonna add the zest. I love lemons too. I mean, who doesn't? Lemons can go in everything. And make sure you get your lemons from the farmer's market or just off the trees if you're in Arizona. Just get them off the trees. Don't get the Bill Gates fruit. Stay away from that Bill Gates fruit. Ah, got a seed in there. Okay. I'm gonna mix all that together. And I'm just gently tossing it so I don't smash all my eggs up. It smells good. We're gonna dice some celery and get the ends off. Alright, y'all, I also sliced up some green onion while my camera was recharging because it died. So I'm going to add the celery and the green onion. I did about 4 stalks of celery because I like celery. And then I did like 3 big bunches of green onion because I love green onion. So I'm going to toss these in. And then I'm going to add some chopped dill. I already took all the dill off of the stem. And I'll show you in a sec here. I'm gonna mix this in really good. It smells so good. So I'm using like a whole big thing of dill. I love dill. So for me, like, you can't have too much of this. So I'm just gonna chop this up a little bit more. I love dill, like dill pickles. Oh my god. So good. So good. So I don't even care to have this too thin because I love dill. So like for me, it wouldn't be too much to get like a wad of this in my mouth. Okay, chop all that up. And then we're gonna add this. I know that's a lot, y'all, but I like it, so don't worry about it because you don't have to eat it. And then I'm just gonna add some salt and pepper. I can't believe I almost just forgot the avocado. It's literally called avocado egg salad. And I almost forgot the avocado. Look at that. Perfect. That's why I have to go to Sprouts and get avocado, because at the market I went to, they were all, none of them were ripe. So I'm going to dice this up just like I did with everything else. About the same size as the egg. Okay, mix it up one more time. Get that avocado in there. So pretty. Alright. Okay, now I'm gonna taste this before I put it away in the fridge to make for the week as a sandwich. Make sure I get a bite of everything. It's perfect. It's so good. I mean, I could eat this plain, but it's gonna be so good on bread. I really hope the bread turns out okay. It's rising beautifully. I have about 15 more minutes for it to rise, and then I'll throw it in the oven. It's so good. Alright, so that will be for the week. I'll show y'all the bread next. Okay, Christ has risen. So now I'm gonna dump this out, punch it, knead it up for 3 more minutes. Then we're gonna put it in the loaf, cover it, and let it sit for another 45. And then it will go in the oven. And I'm just hoping it's not too puffy, because remember I put double the amount of yeast I was supposed to? So I just hope it's not too puffy. So we're gonna do this again for 3 minutes and then put it in the loaf. I mean, put it in the pan. Put it in the loaf pan, whatever. I'm annoying my cats right now. But that's okay. I'm excited to try it. It's gonna be so good, especially with the avocado egg salad. this, and we're gonna let it sit for another 45. So while the bread sits for another 45 minutes before I put it in the oven, I washed all my fruit so that tomorrow when I make my chia seed pudding bowls for you guys, all this is already done and we're ready to go. And this is what it starts to look like. So I kind of shook it up after it was in there for like an hour, but you'll see it's like thick now. So, and I'm gonna add my sea moss. It's from my cousin, actually made this, so I'm gonna add my sea moss into this. Mix it with honey and then top it with all my toppings. So I'll show you guys that tomorrow, just like I do my lunch. Okay, it's been 45 minutes. Christ has risen again. Beautiful. So I'm gonna pop it in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Oh my gosh, y'all, it smells so good. Wow, that is cute, and it smells so good. I cannot wait to see this tomorrow when I make my sandwich, so stay tuned, y'all. So I'm gonna make the quesadillas. I got my chicken here that was sitting, and then I got cheese, tortillas, avocado, green onion. You can put whatever you want for toppings, but I'm gonna use avocado salsa and green onion. You could do like pico de gallo, whatever type of cheese you want. So for now, I'm just gonna cook the chicken. I'm just letting this get hot, and then I'm gonna put the chicken in there. I'm gonna cook all of it, but I'm obviously not gonna use all of it. I'm only gonna have one tortilla, but then I'll have some for dinner for a couple days the rest of the week. So I'm gonna cook all of it, and then I'll obviously just like save whatever I don't eat tonight. I pre-cut everything up, so I'm gonna add tomatoes as well. I didn't tell y'all that. And then I pre-diced that and the green onion. So while the rest of the chicken is cooking, I'm gonna cut this all up. I let it cool first, and then I'm gonna cut all this up, and we're gonna put it back in the the pan. But I have leftover, a little bit of leftover sauce that it was marinating in, so I'm gonna put it back in that bowl first. That smells so good. We're gonna put this back in there. Just to be extra, like I don't normally do this, but I had some extra, and so I'm just gonna recoat it because we're throwing it back in the pan anyway. Making a mess. And then I'm gonna toss that around because we're gonna put this back in the pan. Yum. Boom, so that's done. That's gonna go back in there with some butter. we're just gonna cook that until that browns up. Okay, chicken's done. So I heated up this pan. We're gonna put the tortilla in it just to warm it up. Ooh. Ooh. I need to get a new skillet because it's not big enough. I'm just gonna heat it up real quick on both sides. Add a little bit more cheese on top. Then I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna throw it back on the pan to melt this all together. Okay, I heated it back up. And then I'm gonna add everything else. So I'm gonna add the tomatoes. And I'm gonna add the green onion. I'm gonna add the avocado. Oh my God. So I'm going to close it back up, heat it up one more time. I'm just going to cut it. And that is it, y'all. That is my chicken quesadillas. Yes. Hey! So I'm taking you guys with me to rehearsals today. I gotta drive all the way to Tempe, about 30 minutes away to the boys' house. And I'll let you in on that little sneaky peek. I have today and then next Wednesday and then for rehearsals, and then this show is Friday. So yeah, we don't really only need to meet twice because we've never played together, but I have played with Cardi, who's my guitarist. I'll make sure I introduce everybody. If they'll let me, we'll see. Like, hopefully they're comfortable with that. But I'll introduce you guys to everybody. But I've never played with them, but I'm confident because I know they're really good. Like, I feel confident in their talents. So yeah, I'm excited, and come along. Use me, use me, use me. How you wanna choose me? Do me, do me, do me. How you always do me like that? Rewind it back. Hold me, hold me, hold me. Don't you know I've been so lonely? Love me, love me, love me. Love me slowly like you know me. Yeah, you know me. You get begging, I get working. No longer hurting. Go stay with me. You can't believe it. I'm just a woman. You never had that. I got your back.
Walking tomorrow morning, I have to go through a fucking Secret Service check to get into my job. Yeah, they said they're gonna like check on.
Politics. Is this on? Testing. It must not be.
Okay. I gotta have the charts up for you, Tyler. Sweet.
Do me. How you always do me like that? You wanna die? Hold me. I got so bad. If you wanna ask me more, don't be shy, I'll give you more. Don't hate to close that door. For you, I'll give a show. If you wanna make a movie, there's no way to leave. All I wanna do is make it crazy. The kind of make you call me baby. You get back, I get working. Oh, look at her. So stay with me. You can believe it. I'm the one. You never had that. I got so bad. That's what I'm trying to find. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know my lyrics. I don't know where. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I'm gonna go put my Spotify lyrics up because for some reason I wonder if I deleted my notes. Okay, so it's gonna be so use me, choose me, then we'll go into the chorus. Either way, blah, you just wanna be shocking more. Go ahead and close the door, either way, I get to work on. Oh, so it ends on only you and I can really see the vision only we can be. You can't believe it. I'm just a woman. You never had that. I got your back. And it ends on that, but I want y'all to keep playing softly because that's when I'm gonna introduce us. Because you know how I like to start and like sing a song, and then I'm gonna like introduce us and do some crowd interactions, and I'll just let you guys end it naturally.
Okay.
So, but it'll end with that. I got your back.
Very chill guitar solo.
And then you guys do whatever, and then that's when I'll be like, go crazy.
Okay.
And introduce everyone. Wait, so you're on the? This is a bass, or you're both on? This is just guitar.
Bass, guitar, drum.
Because I gotta make sure. Yeah, okay. Tyler's on the bass. I gotta make sure I like get the right instruments. And we have Tyler on trumpet. That'd be bad.
Is it just verse, chorus, or is there?
Yeah, this one's short. Yeah, this one's super short. Use me. How you wanna choose me? Do me. How you always do me like that? Behind your back. Hold me. Don't you know I've been so lonely? Love me slowly like you know me. You get begging, I get working. No longer hurting. You're safe with me. You can't believe it. I'm the one. You never had that. I got your back. You need to ask for more. Yeah, and then just look through the chorus one. time after that verse. Don't be shy, if you want.
So it's verse, chorus, verse,
Go
chorus.
ahead, you close the door.
Bam.
If you want, show. If you want, so bad. Thank you guys so much for being here. My name is Abby. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So we'll end on that. I got
It's like a half chorus at the end, right?
It is. I just cut it out. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's verse, chorus, verse, chorus, verse, chorus, but then it's gonna end like quickly instead of me saying that twice. So it'll end on I got your back. But I'll give you notions, you know, like I'll give you like you'll know at the end of my song, like I always do this, so like you'll know.
Okay,
like,
so
that's the end.
So yeah, let's
Like-
work on those. You're doing.
So yeah, like whenever I'm ending my song, like yeah, that's
For-
easier. I can do
to
that.
end it, and then to slow it down, you can tell us to.
Okay, that's that's probably smarter. Okay, let's do that then. Yeah, let's do that instead. Cause that would make more sense for like volume instead of ending it. So just put a fist up. Okay.
Wanna run it?
Yeah, let's do it for real. If you wanna cause a scene, we could do that, but we don't need. Only you and I can really see the vision only we can be. You can believe it. I'm the one. You never had that. I got so bad. Okay, that's where it ends. My bad. I was trying to show you all that. But then yeah, it just keeps out with playing. Thank you all so much for being here. My name is Abby with capital A-B-I. You can find me on all streaming platforms. I'm gonna make sure you get a card by the end of the night. We got Cardi on the guitar. Yeah. We got Tyler on the bass. Yeah. And we got Max on the drums. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm gonna play my EP first, and then I promise I'll play some songs you know. Perfect, yeah, that's perfect.
Cool.
So yeah, when I'm on I'll put my hand up when I'm on that last chorus. Would that work?
Yep.
Is that easier?
Mm-hmm.
Just in case we're like all in our mojo.
Yeah,
you
because
know?
then it's not gonna be last minute. Oh shit, we're done.
Yeah, I don't want to just put, so I'll put it up like when I'm on that last one. Either way though, like, you'll know I'm gonna start talking. So it's
Yeah,
like,
we have it out there.
we're
Yeah.
so-
like I feel like we all know how to work a stage. It'll be fine.
KKKK.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
And then it is fixed sign, right? Or no, timeless. You've been running of excuses, telling me why you can't do it. I don't care to change your story. I don't care when you're on me. But when you're lonely with those beaches, yeah, they type you for your friends, but they only wanna fuck you. Don't really see your heart at all. Talk a lot of shit about your exes. Sound just like them all the time. I know that pissed you off, I'm sorry, but you turned into them for sure. Ego so big, so can't fucking breathe. You suck your soul right on out of me. You wanted me to be the best of me, cause you never got your apology. Tell me never did you wrong. Why you want that to be the song? Why you wanna hurt so long? But this time not gonna play along. The dying alone is what you want. Oh baby, the way you're right on. Your eyes on me when I'm fucked up, but you push me down the grave. You won't punish me for your mama. Your mistakes cause you a lot of drama. No, she's sick and crazy, baby. She come out every time you're angry. Yeah. I still pray about you every night. I still see the God in you, I swear. Nothing scared me, you don't know me. I've been through hell and back, I'm holy. Just be careful how you think of me. You be your best friend, I'll do a bomb. I know everything you think I don't. Hope you pray yourself enough for freedom. This all that fake love ain't gonna work when it's gonna let to call. When until you really choose yourself. I didn't let that on. Love ain't never did you wrong. Why you want that to be the song? Why you wanna hurt so long? Now this time not gonna play along. If dying alone is what you want, well baby the way I'll move right on. Your eyes can be when I'm far gone, but you push me down the road. Falling on it every day now. Would you notice the words fade? No, my love, it feels like pain when all you do is head and games. I don't judge you for the company. No, you're running from yourself. Wish you know how we lose to be so easy to be moved. Last time, hey, love ain't never did you wrong. Why you want that to be the song? Why you wanna hurt so long? Now this time not gonna play along. If dying alone is what you want, well baby the way I'm moving on. The ice can be where I'm push me down the grave. Perfect. That was perfect. Yep. Good. That was perfect. That sounded great. Yeah.
Okay, way to take the reins on that.
Yeah, that was yeah. I was like, oh no, and then he caught it.
Yeah.
So
No, that was perfect.
Last verse.
Hey, ladies good in the club, I ain't with that shit. Turns out I guess he really kinda run that shit. He be picking stupid bitches just to say it. Now a single one can make. Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna show you what I feed my cats. My cats eat a raw diet, and I was educated with this from one of my clients. The reason I switched to a raw diet was because all of my cats are rescue, and when I got Pris, my very first one, if you guys don't know, Pris is very underweight. She's got a terrible history. She has cystitis, which is like inflammation of the bladder, so she's got a hard time like pooping and peeing. It hurts her. You know, if I play super loud music, if you fight in front of her, if you like change her environment too much, like all of that can be like super stressful for her and flare her up. But the raw diet changed her life. I was paying for a prescription diet and it was so expensive. Like I was spending like $100 every couple weeks, and it still has just a bunch of shit in it. Like even the prescription diet at the store, it has a bunch of shit in it. That's just not good for you at all. So now they eat a raw diet, and so I get this beef liver, and I think they have stuff for dogs too, but I get this from, it's called thetotalcat.com, and I get all of their stuff from there. So you can get beef liver, you can get chicken liver, and a bunch of other stuff. But right now they're using beef liver, and then I'm using beef as their meat. I do switch their meat up. Sometimes I use chicken, but beef is a lot more dense, and so when I do the chicken, they just will go through it way too fast. So I usually make about a month's worth, or I'll do like 10 pounds at once. So I think today I'm gonna do about 10 pounds of meat. And so all you do is mix, like for one batch, you would do a 1/4 cup of this powder of the beef liver, and then you would do 1 or 2 egg yolks, just the egg yolks, because cats can't have egg whites, and then the 2 pounds of raw meat. And then you mix it all together, and then I individually bag it and throw it in the freezer, and then every day I just take like 1 or 2 out that I need for them to eat that day. And yeah, so I can make enough for like the month or however long I want, really. So yeah, I'm gonna make about 10 pounds today. This is gonna take me like a little bit of work, but it's worth it because then I don't have to make it again for like a month. And now I have 3 cats, so they go through it a little bit quicker. Like normally I only used to do like 6 or 8 pounds at once, but now I do about 10. And because I'm still kind of learning like how much they can eat through in a month. So yeah, you guys are gonna get to watch me make some of that, and that's that. I wanted to show you how I prep their food because I showed you how I prepped for a week of my own food, so I was like, why not do my cats? So I'm gonna start with a 1/4 cup of the beef liver. Then I'm gonna add about, I forgot to get my water out. We only drink spring water in this house. So then I'm gonna add about a cup of water. Usually I do chicken broth, actually. If I have chicken broth, I'm gonna use that. Or I mean, not chicken broth, bone broth. I think I'm out. So normally I do bone broth just to give them some extra nutrients and minerals, but I don't have any, so I'm just gonna use water. So I'm gonna do about a cup of water. I don't know why I'm dumping it like that. That was weird. I'm gonna mix that together really well. With a whisk. And this is what it looks like, just to show y'all. It doesn't smell the best, but it's not like terrible, you know. Not the best, but it's not the worst. And then I'm gonna add 2 egg yolks, just the yolks. And I'm just using this empty container to strain it. And make sure I only get the yolk in there. Crap. I like to keep a wet rag near me so I can like continue to wipe my hands. And then I'm gonna add 2 whole pounds of the raw meat. I get my meat from the local butcher because I know it's clean. I do not buy meat from the grocery stores. We do not trust Bill Gates at all. So, I'm gonna get blood everywhere. So that's 1. Kind of push that in there. And you want it to obviously defrost all the way, but I like it room temperature because it'll mix so much better than if you put it in there cold. Make sure you let it defrost all the way. It will be so much better to get all that juice in there. And I really need to get a wet rag for my hands to keep on deck. Because I'm getting this everywhere. And then yeah, I'm just gonna mix this together really. And then I'm just gonna bag these up. And I'm gonna do about a 1/2 cup in each bag. And then, like I said, I'm gonna just do this over and over until I do 10 pounds worth. And then just throw it all in the freezer. So it will last however long I need it to. And yeah, you could add whatever supplements you wanted to this if you need. Like I said, I usually do bone broth and then like I'll add in like some other stuff, like some fulvic minerals that my client also put me onto. But I'm not doing all that extra stuff right now. So 2 pounds, that was 2 pounds, and that's gonna get me about 10 bags. 9 or 10 bags. Sometimes 8 if I really pack them full. Let's see what they're doing while we're at it. What are y'all doing in the shower? Busted. Weirdos. Yeah, I was only able to do 8 pounds because I ran out of Ziploc bags, but just to show you, these were already made. Like these back here, and then all of these. So, yeah, that's it. That'll last me quite a bit.
I've learned over my life.
Might as well show everybody. Say, hey, Gucci. This is Gucci, my second born. This is Pris, my firstborn. And my baby Elvis. I don't know if his name will stay Elvis. That's what the person named him who rescued him, but yeah. So Gucci and Pris are older, but Elvis is only 2. They're just a little baby. And Gucci and Elvis are Bengal cats. And Pris is a blue Russian. I love you. I just made all your food. I don't care. So yeah, those are my cats, and that's what I feed them.